Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Today we will explore the current political, security and humanitarian situation across the country. We will focus on recent event in northern Ghazal state, the ongoing tension at the border with Sudan, and the broader challenges facing South Sudan future. The story is complex, but we will break it down for you, highlighting the human impact, the political development, and the path forward for lasting peace. South Sudan, the world's youngest nation, continues to face challenges nearly 14 years after independence, yet its people hope for stability and reconciliation. Before we proceed, please help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any our update. Let's look at political leadership and change in South Sudan. Recent week, we have seen major political development in South Sudan, where President Salva Kiir Mayardit has removed General Dawa Turujong from his position as military chief just 3 months after his appointment. In his place, General Paul Nang Majok has been reinstated, marking a return to leadership that many observers view as controversial. These sudden changes reflect ongoing instability at the highest level of government and within the military. Analysts say such a decision creates uncertainty among security forces and the public alike. Meanwhile, First Vice President Dr. Riek Machar continued to face detention under house arrest. He is accused of supporting militias, charge he denies. His detention has created tension not only in Juba but also among the opposition and international observers. Many fear that continued detention of political leaders will fuel renewed conflict. It is increasingly clear for South Sudan to stabilize. Political dialogue must begin, and a leader must take bold step, to build trust among all the parties. Let's take a look at rebel activity near Sudan border. In northern Bahr Ghazal state, in the border town of Majoki Tho, residents are alarmed by report of a new rebel group. Local officials said army men are gathering in the bushland along the South Sudan border. Mayor Akoglua reported that around 130 fighters are grouping in the youth area near Abyei, while more than 150 are believed to be in the bush near Wargwit. These groups are reportedly loyal to former Army Chief General Paul Malong and may include deserters from the Sudan People Liberation Movement in opposition. Military intelligence officers have been sent to verify this report, but the situation remains uncertain. Residents report fear and anxiety as they wonder whether this army group will engage in conflict or move further into South Sudanese territory. Such mobilization reminds us of the fragile security along the border and the continuing risk of Sudan civil war spilling over into South Sudan. Let's look at the humanitarian concern in South Sudan. The ongoing tension have severe humanitarian consequences. Already, South Sudan faces one of the largest displacement crises in Africa. This year alone, an estimated 300,000 people have fled their home, seeking safety in neighboring countries. Families are uprooted, children miss school, and basic services such as health care and clean water are often unavailable. Many live in makeshift shelters and access to food is limited. And international organizations have repeatedly warned that the recruitment of children into army groups further worsened the crisis. The situation is compounded by corruption and mismanagement of public funds will limit the government's ability to respond effectively. Let's look at the security clashes within South Sudan. The recent clash between the South Sudan People Defense Forces and suspected fighter aligned with General Malong have increased tension in Athon and surrounding areas. Officials emphasize that these incidents are not isolated. They reflect a broader pattern of an arrest that could escalate if unchecked. Local authorities have urged residents to remain vigilant while military units are monitoring the situation. Analysts warn that even a small movement of army groups near the border can have serious consequences, potentially leading to wider regional instability. Let's look at the economic challenges within South Sudan. South Sudan economy continues to struggle. The country relies heavily on oil export, but shipments through Port Sudan have been blocked, creating a major financial strain. The loss of revenue affects government services and humanitarian assistance. Inflation is rising and many families struggle to meet basic needs. Economists warn that without a resolution to border security and political instability, South Sudan economic recovery will remain stalled. Despite these challenges, peace remains possible. Experts and community leaders emphasize three key steps for South Sudan stability. First, President Salva Kiir Mayardit must allow national elections to take place on time. Instead of postponing them, elections are critical for creating political legitimacy and giving citizens a voice in shaping their future. Second, attack on opposition forces, particularly those aligned with Dr. Riek Machar, must cease. Political violence undermines any chance of reconciliation. And finally, releasing Dr. Riek Machar from detention is a necessary first step toward dialogue. His freedom would create a space for meaningful negotiation, building trust among leaders and communities. Let's look at the voice from the people. Residents of Majok Yito and other border towns have shared their fear. One mother explained that we do not know if it is safe for our children to go to school. Every day we hear rumors of fighting. A young man said our town is small. If fighting comes, we have no place to run. We pray that leaders find peace before more lives are lost. These voices highlight the human toll of political instability and conflict. Let's look at the regional implications. The situation in South Sudan has consequences beyond its border. Cross-border movement of fighters and refugees affect Sudan, Uganda, Ethiopia, and the Central African Republic. Regional cooperation and monitoring of border are essential to prevent the escalation of conflict. Diplomatic engagement from the African Union, the United Nations, and neighboring states can support peace efforts. In conclusion, South Sudan faces intertwined challenges: political instability, rebel activity, economic hardship, and humanitarian crisis. Yet, the path forward is clear. Leaders must embrace dialogue, respect political process, and prioritize peace over violences. A national election must occur. Attack on opposition forces must stop, and Dr. Machar must be released to create for negotiation and reconciliation. For the people of South Sudan, the future depends on the choices made today. The nation stands at a crossroad, and the hope for peace, stability, and development remain alive if the right steps are taken. Joe Balin Guasm Bahr Katin Konalat Karodian, me Jiram Jidit Guasame, Gorno Jin be subscribe, ko be notification bell bijetwan, ko bele kono to Guasme bikakula ling agwa, ke bikan chamala bekaji. Joe Balat Guasme Banner Rache Katin Konalat Karodian. Gorno Jin be channel bijet support, ko bele bikaling. Banner Katin Konalat Karodian Rewika South Sudan, ke report me painong, Goro deran, dero de palpin bakalenda. Ko kon ninten paiwe changa jeno nene chete katung wanti cha rodian rebre wika South Sudan gwad mi mo chi president Salva Kiir Mayardit cha kwarten continue kwamni cha ka watch cha chief of defense chaje watch general dawa turjong chaje watch ko position de ke military chief no ka kor pen dang dio korodian ko en dawa turjong chete ka pes dang dio ka gwade che general Paul nang majok chaje las gwade general Paul nang majok ram mo michi ko na kwer chief of defense ne ka pai ngwan ke ka gwade dan ke pai diok no ke gwade dan ne shiwo ka pai ro me be kor be kuletwo jen chwaje kwanya la chief of defense ka gwade dan ka kor chwaje be watch te ka pet bakel ki pet baro re kwarada me chaje be watch no chwa general dawa turjong chwa la gosde barantam je jojo no cha general dawa turjong chaje watch ka chekir general Paul nang majok chaje la gosde de tinya ngumi watch ka kwarteti no ka ne content niam kuma ka kan ito content ray de ni ki de inten content nyal chala do ne and do badana wo ka kwar gwasa me netin content analysis lar kan no ne me jaga wi ko bete ka rik to wante bu tokten no ko me cha kwar cha jo wi ka pet gwan mi mo don ko le goro jen wo boro de yapin ka ba jo wo wa jaga wi ko chebete ka mal bat bete chunka ka jo wadana chalat ngai kon dial manana to first by president Dr. Machar ngode te lwa yena te gwadan lo ka jetin jen chaja gwain ka kwi kore dana chi togre wi ka nasir ka goin me cha goin ge chala do ne me ekaj chi tok ko ne te konte nyin ka SSPDF ko ne te konte la nwer wayami ane te mo te la ngweni ati che ga ke kume ke de ni te tere wi ka nasir jen do be dan chi kore yu togo je chaja kulo bel en woni de ti ke ne ke ke je kware na me ajene dana le rora ka jene dana te Dr. Machar ka je tere te jen ne to wan gu ken no ta dana te Dr. Machar tere te jen gaje ba kor to wan ken ba kre long re wich ka South Sudan ko ngai kon dialen wo yere Machar ami mo me la key figure ka politic ba ke ga community wan mo la ri to wan la kanonga ne ka gwase dana ci korche to ka 2013 cha Dr. Machar cha je joirar je ndo be na ko SPLA yo ko je lo cha ka je me cha jogo no chibilo ngot ka SPLA IG ki SPLA unless chamal chajelat and then they pardon titi de kulo mara lakel na me agenda nan reprict ngore wi ka South Sudan ngo Dr. Machar ngo yena ando tan ngo ye ka ka je jaga wi ko bete chunga bani ka jo dan chala da analysis gorga jen o de Dr. Machar de jelun bat ka jen gwas me ngo de lwa yena ka gorga jen o de kim yadi dere Dr. Machar dere jelun ko bi mal ba kul ben re wi ka South Sudan ko de kan kul nyur gwan mo de kan mal de kan alat kan kono nyam to kon ki poten update me bana len gwase me ke kwinenten content dor re duaran chwal ke nosen Ghazal bana jeling gwan mo ke jen wote ke kon mo bro de lat ba jo me be jeling ken kan kono nyam please go no jin be subscribe ko bi notification ba bi jetwan ko mete mi shibre ba choma la shube keji no gor jen o der channel me der je gor Changfied YouTube channel ko der latin kono to de kan choma la shube keji ban jo me ban jeling kel ka do dan to ke je ka jo chalat gwase me chala do ne take rebel kene la jidwar tete ko border dung Sudan kene South Sudan dor shal ke no Sudan Ghazal state chala no border town kireng mishal ke majok yito chala netin content winemi resident kene ko la citizen tin chung tin winemi chikala no take ne to kwarin mobilize ko biken kap kuma South Sudan cha jo mo cha jalat chala do ne cha local official chikala no take ne to wan telangweni amenidid ba ti chori ndol gwada dan ente ka South Sudan border amenti ke Sudan chalat jaw ma chalat mayor a kolwal chel jaw ma laden wonene ti ke dini chop ko kor jen dang dok ti chare realika ti wa gor kan ode kan korre kan tok dor shal ke youth area gwada ti ka be chala do ba ne chop ko kor jen dang di ati lat ken go tete re ruop chal ke wargwit wa chare realika bo no bikan korbo bikan kap ka jaw dan chalat kene di security wa ken te ke kel ke wudi shal ke general Paul Malong ka jodan chalat ke je general Paul Malong je ne wut janka ke wut dinka wa wude me wa ramadan te ke force ni ke te ke neka report me general Paul Malong wa ramadan te re wujin bi mi ka ramadan te ke neka ne kor je dang dok ne chu ko kor je dang di de kon je no shirken kene te ku dang ra wudi jen badak te dot te ka boro te wa chare realika ko de kan mai de kan yot wa ken ti wa te de go jen wote ken kel ke ku mas pilaigo ne ti ku dang wante kon te shirodien te chudien bar gwade chi korche tokten gwan mi ne ati shop ka wel wan chi glutin ka be ka doro shwal ka ton gwade dane shi korje toktin ka kwishek wane da to dio ka jentama ka kel kanitin kontin tinta kel ka jeral pol malong dor shal ka mo aton ki gwada te ka be ka gor kana de kan kume kirma yadi de kana yan mai ka jodana chalat military intelligence kan jola do nena wacha de ni shaka jak ko de tin ne ko ne ka border and win meeting chala do sharin mobilize ko biken maj biken yot wacha na chaka jak ko biken ko ngajino ka ngani ka jola chalat ke jem wan tema dol ne tin wana longre wichin win mi ka do badana ge jeno bi korbat wok new the kono ne ne lere me mishala den wichin arin mobilize ki te ka regrouping mutu ka de ni la nyu de jeno te ka kormi be chajo mo chaje la dinono mede konte ka ngai ko teme South Sudan te ka mal special man to kan osan Bahr Ghazal chimling yene me wa kor jatre wujin winami nu ge ken wo betwok ba no parliament ana tok ka Western Equatoria parliament ana tok Unity State kiman tok ka panal men jongle wa kor jaten dor shal ka mo abi kam wudu mishal ka general Paul Malong Kennedy de manan wa chari alika man do din malin wa zame akwiji humanitarian ta danan dong ngai kona jen wo lok wajen cha kwa la do badanan kwe lok je wana cikan wane tin content rai which ka South Sudan ko ngai kon diala no ku me shana cha ga jo ka choje chui na chon mi di long chi chon mi tot gwan mo gor ka kwen no de kwen de je bat kwen teleje ji humanitarian jo kana no de ko de ja kapchong ko on tama ke jer won makarwa de ron kin dang ro dang ro de je me ne de chop ke kinati ku dang jok no waken chicken rodian bar rewi ke South Sudan ke 2025 me ka 180 shui kana long gwan mi rodian bar ka neighboring country chit ke Uganda Ethiopia Congo wona ke Sudan gwan mi chala do ne ti charen bar ka do badanan chi kurche to je ko dal ken ka ta danan lat let kuma ke je ka je ta gaten te menten waken pain ken chak tel ken dul gorka ki tele basic service ti jekan gachit ka kwen dul polo point la dul wal pitu go de kan kamat wad diala ti tele ke right now jakane dial ko biki chuch ka joran chalat gwasme international organization lat kenen go nene de kum South Sudan de kan mal de kan no ko ti diala ti kan continue ka kor ki tinu ka bot ki tinu ka chuch a missionating contin la kume kirme yadin michigan mal michigan banok a chigan bugur no biga mat ke bonten content door wanyu de jeno South Sudan buni jen ka we re ko ka joran chalat ke je shala do ne wa ka gwade dan chikur chet woktin kam South Sudan people defense force ke general malong wa dorchal ka ton wa jen sherik che jen ngolong general malong jen wujanka metekor ki metador wa jen tama murai kona wa de jagor jen odar na der kama ki der ko der jeter ka jodan shalat wa ne me yere which South Sudan no ko gwe jen o ka rebel group titi wa gor kano de korean mat ka de kan mal de kan lat kel ke kim yadit bat chala do kir cheje no ko no te mal malade jen men nen yen tama tiken koreal karori ne ka ko bikan kor bikan to murai kon ka queen economy ka ki ta danan ci tikje bay ke je longre wi ka South Sudan bu ko ne jiko no telekon kor mi je tong ne chiang te ding wan la nonga la bol la tetin jem nen yen no to displacement tetin mass displacement ne dial chinaw ka kemni chinaw ka idp ko wa te more than 2 million South Sudanese tetin gwan mi tele ka kwentin tele mu gwa mi sham kana a choy kelio mi kono kon ka neighboring country chigwi ala content terop ji tiketen wajini wan ba chigoten more than 4 million katin no ti chuch ke ti tre chuchka ka ken ma yadi che gorno ba mal ba jeno na me waja ga South Sudan ko baterere ka nyong ne dial gwi ken jen go de date no ke petroleum de ja kwa ko de mi cham de ko jekten ba che ken no ti dialati nang kuma ke naten content kelke kirma yadit na me no challenge wan ajen ma jang mal ko be bejelong right now tish ke kirma yadi de no de kan gorno ba queen kwar ba jelat ban men yama chalat wa gurge jeno de kirma yadi dere dakma char dere jelun reti jen ka der mal der je jatu wano ko gurge jeno the national election de jelat ko national election wajin the only way out mubine dial bika moy ke chance ko bi ramadan no kana bi kana kwan banne me of course charge no ke me yadit ka jaka South Sudan ko beterering ni ke binati ke diere ti diarti de kapchong ki ke me yadit yalar no mal derben anyo gwada me ngai konde diala kono lat ko rinen o Dr. Machar mitere ti jen cher men kono ngach no wachi mal cheben gori jeno de reg Machar de je kamrar ka de mal de jalat de ne dial de kan te marka de so Sudan de je nang nyam but chikir mi yadit is not ready at this time ko jodan chalat ke je ballat ke je no ne mi chere Machar cha je lun waje the only way en be mal be bin ke je ene me agenda en gorono de yen ling no ne diare wi ka so Sudan chol ken kume kim yadit no ne mala be jo me janana gore de nyaka konkel mi jiram jidid gwasme ka Changfied YouTube channel gorno jin be subscribe ka bi notification bell jetwan komite gler mi ci bere be chamala shi buga jik pet gorno jin bo bi comment ka charu do ba de South Sudan te kamal ka jamo angu mi kirma yadit no jen garana garnitin kon tila kwarla kwerma nongan wala ka be jawoch be kwerma nongrun be nyok mu woje so guji di na me der la magwa na me emijek. In conclusion, South Sudan facing 13 challenges: political instability, rebel activity, economic hardship, and humanitarian crisis. Yet the path forward is clear. Leader must embrace dialogue, respect political process, and prioritize peace over violence. National election must occur, attack on opposition force must stop, and Dr. Machar must be released to create the space for negotiation and reconciliation. Gwalong and George calling men bumal bungaje ubunarian mat bareng Machar bajelun and then binawaka negotiation table ba 2018 peace agreement eda na chatan ke 2018 ki mal dana chatan ba nyoko mo gor keje ban mo karing Machar kana kon kwany telewe mi bumal ben keje. Thank you for listening. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and continue to support Changfied YouTube channel for more updates across South Sudan and beyond. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.